Norfolk State did a great job of controlling the tempo, staying in the game, doing everything they could to stay in the game. Their coaching staff did a great job, but ultimately, we were able to turn up the heat more and more defensively. We were really efficient on offense tonight. We talked a lot. I wasn't happy about our passing or lack thereof or shot selection in the Long Beach game. We should be a team that shoots a high percentage all the time with our talent level. It shouldn't just be if Tiger and Jaime do. But our passing was much, much better tonight. We got the ball inside more tonight than we have in a month. But look, there's still areas we got to improve. We wore them down. You could just see they got tired as the game went on. But it's a good win for us. Obviously, the team picked to win their league. Team was in the NCAA tournament last year with the player of the year in the league. So our defense got better as the game went on. Yeah, but it's just going to be, there's going to be levels of that when the competition changes. And our next game is going to be a whole new environment for them. First game out of Pauley Pavilion, first game against another high major team. So, for all our young guys, it's just going to keep going through that process. We got a lot of them, Right now, we got 5 freshmen played tonight, and when Will gets back, we'll have 6. But those guys are the key to our future. We believe in player development here.
They look pretty good, obviously, when they're good tonight. How good are they in practice?
Oh, their attitude's great. Nobody would start for me if they weren't playing hard and practice with a great attitude. So all of them are that way. And that's why that's what dictates your rate of improvement. Your rate of improvement as a player is dictated by your aptitude, your willingness to listen, and your attitude. You got to get in the gym. Have done this a long time now. So 27th year in college, 20 as a head coach. Those, I've had guys improve. You have guys improve at different rates. Amari couldn't guard me a month ago with the suit on I have on. Now, our goal was for him to be a defensive stopper. We have to have 2 of them, and we need that. And, he's taken that to heart. When you're as athletic and as personally as tough as he is, you should be able, he's an NBA player someday. He should be able to guard college players, as tough and as athletic as he is. It's just a mindset. It's just, it's a mindset, but he wasn't trained. It's my job to train him. So he's come a long way in a short period of time defensively because of his effort and his attitude. He's also highly intelligent. So, he picks things up. When you teach him, he's able to, it's not going to take him a month to learn it or 2 years. So, but all of them have great attitudes.
Coach, Jalen Clark had 5 threes today. Do you just want to talk a little bit about his shooting?
I wish I was as open as him when I played. No, he's worked really hard on it. He really has. Again, we believe in player development. Tiger was not a shooter. Now he is. Jalen Clark was not a shooter. Now he is. Again, you're talking about 2 guys who are willing to make fundamental adjustments to the way they shoot the ball. And listen to their coaches, believe in their coaches, and then apply it. So we had to reconstruct Jalen's shot from the time he got here. He had the ball on his left eye. You see now he's on plane is what, baseball they call it swing plane, shooting plane. He's not circling it up. So he also takes open shots. But he's worked really hard on it. All his success he deserves because he's put the time in. That's not an easy thing to do, to totally here's guys that have been in the NBA a long time, still can't shoot. I've coached guys, just hard-headed, but, he's so intelligent that he understands. When I went to break his shot down, he understood it, so it made sense to him, so he embraced it, so he was able to grow with it.
Is it time to maybe start talking about Jalen as one of the top 2-way players in the country?
I mean, look, until you start playing ranked teams, I don't think it's time to start talking about anything. But I love him. I think he's a great player. It's early, though, Ben. It's early.
With the Dem, it seems like most, if not all, of his blocks are coming on help. So
yeah, that's when you should block a shot. We've got to improve his on-the-ball post defense. You know, that's an area where we really got to improve him. I would say him, Mac, and Kenny, our post defense on ball. But yeah, he should be. He's also got to learn when not to try to block it when the guy's shooting a running hook, running at the cheerleaders. It's probably time to stay at home and rebound. But it's a learning process for him. I'd rather have him make mistakes where he's trying to hustle than where he's trying to rest.
The offensive efficiency also was very good tonight, 57% shooting.
It should be
ball
for
ball
us.
movement.
Yeah, it should be for us. We got the players, the talent. If we share the ball and we threw the ball inside and then back outside, that's where Jalen Clark was the recipient. They were leaving him. So he was the open guy tonight. You know, the open man's the go-to man. When you have you look, you coaching a team, only a few guys can score. You got to force feed them, but we don't have that situation. For us, the open man should be the go-to man. But I thought it was all predicated by we had better passing, 20 assists. We emphasized it all weekend. I was not happy after I watched the film. So we really broke down our lack there, shot selection and lack of passing. So we improved on it. So I was happy with that. Now them playing some zone forces you to pass the ball. Them double on the post forces you to pass the ball. So little you always pass it better when teams play some zone or double the post.
Coach, you shot a high percentage, but this year, probably your whole career, is defense going to be your calling card?
You can't win if you don't play defense. I'm talking about cutting nets down. You can't win. You know, we lost to North Carolina last year because we couldn't get a stop and a rebound. That's why we lost. We lost to Gonzaga because we turned the ball over 5 times where they got layups. So, you know, those are the things that separate. When you get to the highest level and the top 10s playing each other, if you're lucky enough to be one of them, they all have the same talent level, and we play in a one-and-out world. You got to be able to win by execution, toughness, defense, rebounding. You can't just go outscore the other team. They're in the top 10 for a reason. So nobody's going to win big if you don't defend. It's just not going to happen. Just look at the NBA. Look at Golden State this year. They're 0 for the road, 0-7 on the road. Look at their defensive numbers. I'm sure Coach Kerr would say it.
Coach, what can you say about defense turning into offense? You had 16 points off turnovers, several fast break opportunities.
I think it started and it was non-existent early, but we turned up the heat coming out of the locker room. You know, Coach Ebo had the right game plan. They're a high execution championship team. They've dominated and they've been great in their league. Coach Jones, he's a great coach. You know, if we don't disrupt them, they're going to execute. So we turned up the heat. I don't have the halftime, but I'm going to guess a lot of those steals were in the second half. So
Just wanted to ask how many deflections Jalen Clark had tonight, if you had that number.
Yeah, I always have it for you. 8. He's back to human numbers. 14, 15, 16, I think were the first, counting the exhibition. He's back to mere mortal tonight.